Just about set to go. Getting the nod on the mound, Charlie Morton. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today. But when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Mullins makes the grab, one away. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. Their opponent on the mound today does run into some trouble finding the strike zone at times. So, Singy, I got to figure part of the plan, be patient, be selective today.
Yeah, you know coming in, regardless of, what that first inning is going to look like, you know his history. You don't want to help him out. You've got to be patient and make sure that when you attack that it's a pitch that you can do some damage with. Otherwise, just build up some traffic on the base pass, push across some easy runs, and perhaps get into some of those gap arms in the bullpen.
And ball one to Judge.
We all know Yankee Stadium is a great place for Judge to hit home runs. In fact, his coaches joke and say he can sneeze one out to right. Well, the scary part is it might be true.
Into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Bellinger up to hit. That's in there. It's 0-1. Judge, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Oswaldo Cabrera in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And they're all loaded up.
Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
So bases all loaded up. Now it's the second baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Golden opportunity right here. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
One ball, one
in
strike.
the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. The pitch. On the ground to second, might be 2. Throws to Henderson. On to first, but it pulls it off the bag.
I promise you there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Anthony Volpe stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Outside. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Just missed.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And that'll load the bases.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Now it's going to be Austin Wells upstairs. 1-0.
Hey.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. Yankees 1 and the Orioles coming up. Back here in Baltimore and on the hill, Carlos Rodon.
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
Cedric Mullins leading things off and takes a strike. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And the count is 0-2. On the ground to the left, Peraza. And they get Mullins for the out. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what.
Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They trail here 1-0. Back now at Oriole Park, top of the second. Now here is Jason Dominguez. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Hit in the air, left field. O'Hearn makes the catch, and there's one down. Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees.
Batting ninth, third baseman Oswald Peraza.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. On the ground right side, he gets there with the slide, and they get the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent, the arm strength was there, and of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Grisham in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And another ball.
Outside.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That's ball 3.
Aaron Judge
balls, one
on
strike.
deck for the Yankees. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And they'll do it again. And there's ball four. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
2 outs, runner at first. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And ball one to the right fielder.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
On the ground. And foul ball. Headed towards the corner. Laureano sprinting after it. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Now to the bottom of the second. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Ryan O'Hearn. In for a strike, 0-1. And that one fouled off.
Ball down.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it.
Yep, that
Tell you
ball
what,
went out.
sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit, takes outside. 1 out, base is empty. And that one is inside. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Up the middle, on the run, sent it over to first. Not in time. He's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Swing and a foul out of play. Man at first, 1 away. Fastball for a strike. Missed with a changeup. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called 3rd strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Ramon Urias in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. And a foul ball. Fastball in for a strike, and a count 1-2. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. On a line out towards center. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. 1 left for the Orioles. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the DH, Cody Bellinger. Morton back to work. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
There goes the runner. Throw there. Safe. Man at second. Out to short. Henderson. The throw to first. And 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And that one is lifted in the air. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Volpe in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him.
That's in. Ball 2.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's
3 balls,
downstairs
1
and
strike.
outside. Austin Wells waiting to hit for the Yankees.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
2 outs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Fly to center his first time. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And fouled off. On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. On the inside corner for called strike 3. Yanks strand a pair. They lead it 1-0. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Ramon Laureano. First pitch misses. Laureano goes 5 feet 11 inches, 30 years old now, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Just off the inside edge. Just
Outside,
missed.
that's a ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Fastball for a strike. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Fouled off to the right. Laureano leads off first with 1 away. And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Back-to-back singles. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
The next offering misses, and that is ball 1.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Adley Rutschman. He's 0 for 1. Softly hit to third, and it's just foul. That was close. Outside low, and the count is 1-2. Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. Sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in Baltimore, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jason Dominguez. Ripped on the ground a second. Whips it to Mountcastle. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And that one fouled off. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
That one to first. He'll do it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the left fielder, Ryan O'Hearn. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Mountcastle in the box now. No balls and a strike. Out towards right center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Throws to second. Not in time. It's a double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. One out. Runner at second. Kerstead now at the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Peraza. And there's 2 away. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. And the first offering is not close. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Just missed.
Ball 2.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Makes the grab, and that ends the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. We're headed to the 5th. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back now at Oriole Park. We go to the top of the 5th. Aaron Judge at the plate. Just missed. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 19 up and throwing. Baker getting loose as well. And there's a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. That one missed. Swings through that.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
He goes down looking. Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. That's all for Charlie Morton, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break. Coming on for the Orioles, number 19.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. He's 2 for 2. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. And another ball.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
There's a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Count is 3-2.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Paul Goldschmidt now. He's 0 for 1. In there at the knees.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Up and in, and it's 1-1. Bellinger, the base runner at first with 1 out. Bellinger goes in the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. Into third now, so runners at the corners and 1 out.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Throws to Henderson. On to Mountcastle. It's a double play. Nice work from the Baltimore pen there. Home half of the 5th coming up. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. He powers that one out of here. It's 1-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Laureano comes up to hit. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Volpe. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. 1 for 2. That's a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Nice grab. Here's Gunnar Henderson. He was drafted out of high school, but for a brief moment, he thought he'd be playing college baseball at Auburn.
Well, unless he was drafted in the first round, the plan for Gunnar was to go to college. So when he became the first pick of the second round, it took some convincing to go pro.
Way out front for strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. This solo homer tied it for the O's. All even at 1 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Stepping in, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swing and a ball hammered left field, back there. That one hops against the fence. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Fought off foul. And that is out of play. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. On the money, nice play.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Little chopper rolls foul. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Off the plate, ball 1. Two balls, 2
Skips
strikes.
in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. That one misses, and it's 3-2. Oswald Peraza in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance, works the walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Swing and a ball popped up. Holiday trying to get to it. Tracks it down for the out. And there's 2 down. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. And that's outside. Volpe, the runner at third. Dominguez on at first with 2 down. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. And there's a ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Cut on and lifted in the air. Mullins in pursuit. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. All tied 1-1. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Rodon back to work. Rutschman, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019.
You know, these Orioles, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Fouled off. He was late. Rodon ready. Here comes. Yeah, that's fouled off. Strike 3, struck him out for the 3rd time today.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Foul ball there. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
2 out, space is empty. And a curve misses outside. Now 1-2. And downstairs. This one in the air, center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in, and that is that. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Sir Anthony Dominguez. He last pitched 2 days ago. Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge. 1 for 3. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. You have to be impressed with how they're going about things at the plate. They're drawing 1 walk per inning right now.
Got him.
I drew 1 walk per month during my career.
Slings it across. Judge out on the play. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty.
Ball.
Movement in the bullpen. Brian Baker is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Soto, a left-hander, also throwing. The 1-1 is fouled off. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Mullins on the move. He's got it. 2 away now. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. Offense held in check there. 7th inning stretch time. All tied 1-1. Set for the last half of the 7th. And the batter now, Heston Kjerstad. Inside. Ball one. Right through there for a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
One ball.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Gets to it, on to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
And now Ramon Urias. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. One down. Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And a swing and a miss. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first.
Ball.
In the dirt. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. And he punches him out. He went around. So up next, Ramon Laureano. He's been a great free agent sign. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Going to count 1-2.
Two strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. And the Orioles lead one. Still tied 1-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Gregory Soto. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. At the plate, Oswaldo Cabrera. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Felix Bautista is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. And that one missing low.
2-0.
That clips a corner.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a ground ball. And that one handled. Jump throw across his body. Nicely done for the out. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And that one in the air center field. Mullins settles under it. He's got it. And that quickly 2 away. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 in this one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a tapper over to first. That ends the frame. Yanks held in check. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tim Hill. He's been so good against lefties. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Cedric Mullins. And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out. And now here is Gunnar Henderson.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And there's the strike. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one clips the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. In the air, right field. Judge getting an angle on it. Squeezes it. Out. Number 2.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Grisham is there, makes the catch. It's the 9th, and we are tied. Back now at Oriole Park. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Soto back to work. That misses, and that's ball 1. And that skips in the dirt. Next pitch way upstairs. Oswald Peraza in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Ball 4, he walked him, and that'll keep the line moving.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Right through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. And there's the strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
2 on, 1 out. Laser base hit around third. Now he stops, and he's able to get back into third.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Really important at bat coming up now.
Bellinger in the box now, takes strike one. Swing and a miss. That's strike two.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Gregory Soto won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. So they turn to their closer, Felix Bautista.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Here is Goldschmidt. And that's in there for a strike. The slider that finds the mark. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The bases are full for the New York Yankees. .99 mph to finish him off.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
So bottom of the ninth, Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And fouled off. On the ground to third. Not in time. Great effort there, but now the go-ahead run is out at first. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. And here's the pinch runner, Jorge Mateo. Ryan Mountcastle will hit next. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Grisham brings it in. And there's one down. Now here is Heston Kjerstad. Step off, throw to first. Mateo back safely. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Saved at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the winning run is now in scoring position. The winning run on second base. That's inside. And the count even 1-1. And that one clips the corner.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Breaking ball misses down and away. And it remains 2-2. Good eye right there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Next to hit, Ramon Urias. And that's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That misses, and it's 1-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Dylan Carlson. He's out in left field getting loose there as he enters the game on defense now. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. Now a long throw home. Not in time. He beat it, and they've got the lead. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
Volpe at the plate and takes high there. In the air to left center. Mullins snags it, and there's one down.
Now back, catcher, Austin Wells.
Now the catcher up to hit, Austin Wells. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Carlson settles underneath it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Jason Dominguez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Cabrera, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Pulls that one foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 3rd out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Devin Williams.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Holiday digs in now. He's already homered in this game.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
So the tying run at second. This one pops straight up near the plate. Drops into the glove. One away.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
So digging in, Ramon Laureano.
You got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the Orioles down to their final out. Cedric Mullins getting ready to hit, trying to deliver as the hero. Swings and misses. That's strike 1. Just missed. And that's outside. A 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. And that's the ball game.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
And your final score here today, 2-1. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.